Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am Lander, and this is Mass Effect 3 Legendary Edition Paragon Vanguard build with mods. On the last episode, if I recall correctly, we have managed to help the civilians in Benning to evacuate. We also managed to recover the dog tags of an Alliance soldier, deliver them to the person that was on the Citadel embassies. And we're basically back at the Normandy. So, my current situation when it goes to my character, level 41 Vanguard with 700 health, 750 barriers. And as powers, we got Incendiary Ammunition, Pull, Biotic Charge, Shockwave, Assault Mastery, Fitness, and Dark Channel at rank 5. So, without further ado, let's simply take a look at what the galaxy map is bringing to the table. Right. Oh yeah, also I need to do a few commands. In it, you will... Because I don't really care about fuel 6969. In it, fuel efficiency 0. Now let's see if that's gonna work, because I'm gonna be honest, I really despise the entire system of the fuel and how it works. I just cannot stand it. Maybe just in case, because I need to get over here. But just in case, I'm gonna check the galaxy systems. At this point, everything that I have discovered should be 100%. Not even a question. And before somebody's gonna make, oh my god, she's getting on the fuel stuff. Yes, I do. I cannot stand the Reaper pursuits. I cannot stand the fuel system. It's just a one pet peeve. Pilot's Nebula. It's a one pet peeve that I have when it comes to the space exploration in this game. It was also a system that was included in Mass Effect 2. And I cannot stand it. Actually, hold on. I think it's 0.1? Maybe we're gonna see. Anyway, where's that nebula? Because there was some with 66%. Oh my god, where was it? That's what I get for trying to talk at the same time. Hold on, I'm gonna find it, because there's definitely a nebula with 66%. That's a veil. Oh my god. Okay, let's start from the beginning, because it's obviously I'm missing something. Where was that thing? There we go. Pilot's Nebula. Jesus Christ, it's almost invisible. Okay, so we have two systems, Satan and Zeren. Well, the fuel efficiency definitely works, but where's my initial fuel 6969? Aww. Well, that kinda sucks. I cannot change the maximum number of the fuel that I have, because the command init fuel just renews your entire fuel capacity. That's a shame. I wonder if I'm gonna leave and enter again. Hold on. It's still gonna be 1500? Yeah, even the fuel efficiency just restarts. Yeah, I'm a little bit of experimenting with the commands. Yep, there's no one in Zeren. So it must be Satan. There's another system all the way to the left over there.
I found something.
Borrow. I really thought that it's gonna just give me straight up 69 fuel. Well, oh well. Aria's forces. Okay, so Satan is now 100%. And that gives you Pilot's Nebula fully explored. Alright, let's see the missions. Investigate Cerberus presence in the Krogan DMZ. Okay, let's go for the Krogan DMZ. Wow, there are several things at the same time in this system? That's a lot. Okay, so how many? We have Ninth and we have Aralak. Let's check Ninth.
Signal confirmed. And
there's gonna be a fuel over here. Either that or cash. It's fuel, and it has 100% assets recovered. And now for the Aralak. Cure the GNFH, extract Turian survivors. Yeah, first we're gonna investigate the Cerberus presence. I think it's one of those short side missions that we can take. Kinda want to take Rex for this, but I definitely need to take Liara. And then again, because it's Cerberus, we're gonna have shielded enemies. Edie is the best choice. And again, Edie is like it's a very universal choice. Okay, when it comes to armor, we are not changing anything, at least not for now. When it comes to weaponry, I'm also gonna keep it. Liara and Edie also have the weaponry set up, and we got 7 points. Where we can disperse the 7 points. I think Overload is gonna get first. I can increase the maximum damage to barriers and whatnot, but I think I'm gonna just increase damage by additional 50%, plus we are getting additional target. That is actually stacking with the rank 4 chain overload, so we can get an additional chain overload which can hit several targets at the same time. Instead of hitting one, we can now hit 3 targets with one ability, assuming they're gonna be between 8 meters of each other. And yeah, that's basically how we crowd control with the overload. It's brilliant. Okay, so that's you and Liara. We still need to wait like 2 levels so I can put some points in either your stasis or your singularity. So for now, it is what it is. Also, before we're gonna jump right... Okay, first let's take a look at this.
Their target seems to be an ancient ground-to-space cannon facility that hasn't been used since the Krogan rebellions. The site has no obvious military advantage, and the Krogan are spread too thin to deal with it.
Do we know what Cerberus is up to?
No, but we do know that Cerberus doesn't act without a plan. Get in there and stop them. Find out what they're up to while you're at it.
We'll get it done.
See to it. Hack it out.
Alright, so now before we're gonna do something, a quick reminder that this episode, like every single other, is being recorded live on during my Twitch streams. On twitch.tv/UncleLander. Come in, say hi. I'm playing variety of video games, charity events, game marathons, modded playthroughs, and the list expands. So, this place is also a multiplayer map, by the way. One of the best multiplayer maps. Very good for basically every single class, because you have a lot of hiding spots, you have open areas. You basically have it all. Well, thanks, game.
Commander, I have a visual on an inbound Cerberus cruiser. The cannon fire is clearing the way. If that ship makes it to bombardment range, the Krogan resistance is in trouble.
All right, let me take a look around.
At 1. Got
Yeah, I'm gonna need that. I'm looking for like additional weapon stuff. There's something. Some kind of a junk. With 3,000 credits. That was kind of horribly missed. Yeah, you're gonna either do this. One, I'm just gonna do the tech burst. Fiery explosion. Okay, let me take. Okay, either you kind of cannot do anything, so it's my turn. Yeah, Project Variety adds some of the things that you've never seen before. Like, for example, up above over there, there were Krogans, the Krogan corpses. Like you saw Krogan corpses, and now there's Cerberus vehicles over here.
It's time to test this cannon.
It's perfect. It's amazing. I like it. I love it a lot. Armax gauntlets. That might be good. That might be good. It might be actually horrible. We'll see. Yeah, see that? Another, sadly, dead Krogan. I like this attention to detail. There's something over there. Hold your horses. Okay, 3,500 credits, sure, why not? Medkit, sure, and what is this? Control console. But if I'm gonna go for this console over here... Okay, there's nothing, I can only use that one. Fine, good enough for me.
They cut power to the console.
You'll need to get the power back on.
Let's move!
They're shuttling in reinforcements, fortifying their position.
Well, they can try. And they brought Nemesis. Okay, you do that. I know where the panels are, so I don't have to worry that much.
Rerouted the power to the main console. Heading back now.
Yeah, let's do this. I wanted to make him burn. I definitely have heard the turret. I'm 100% sure I have heard the turret. And boy, was I right. Can I do something? Liara can detonate him. Old grid schematics. I'm definitely gonna need that.
The kind of Krogan relic I expected to find.
I don't know who's gonna need it, but somebody is going to need it. Because it's gonna be most likely a side quest. Okay, there's the button. I'm sorry, but I've read it's actually blending in with everything in this room.
Cannon control restored. Targeting enabled. Coordinates, Lieutenant.
Uploaded.
Firing.
Direct starboard hit, Commander. Target breaking up. Repeat, direct hit.
You did it! All right. Good work, everyone.
We did it, Reddit.
Shepard, with those Krogan cannons operational, Cerberus has actually given us the advantage in that system. The enemy's pulling back, but we think they'll try to seize the facility again.
Seems likely.
I'm sending an Alliance team to keep it secure. They've got a foothold in a strong defensive position, thanks to you.
Glad to hear it.
Good work, Commander. Hack it out.
Okay, let me check how much money I have. 1700. Okay, that's plus 10k. Let me check the weapons really quick, because this episode it's gonna be, well, relatively shorter. We got some messages. Okay, let's check out that.
Your private terminal, Commander.
Okay, so nothing over here. That's a Spectre. Edie, distressed call. From Edie, Specialist Trainer has discovered a weak signal broadcast from the region close to Citadel. After analyzing the signal, Specialist Trainer and I agree that it is a distress call. This would normally warrant your attention, but there have been reports of pirates using distress calls as a tactic to raid passing ships. CISA claims they do not have the men to spare and investigate. If you wish to look into it, I will add the coordinates into Galaxy Map. Acknowledge. 100%. Yeah, I'm probably pretty good. Probably. But I still want to see, which weapons I have when it comes to weapon upgrades. Did I upgrade all the weapons that I wanted?
Esteban, for your shuttle being so stealthy and all, you sure do get shot at a lot.
Well, the UT-47A stealth systems only internalize heat and high-band emissions. So while few sensors can pick us up, our cover is blown as soon as someone looks up.
Time for an upgrade.
Most scanners and tracking systems don't operate in mid-range frequencies. Sure, maybe we've been shot at, but we haven't been shot down.
Yet. Lucky for us, you're almost as good a pilot as you think you are.
Well, yeah, there's that too.
I love to see them having a little bit of banter. Claymore. Yeah, I don't see anything that I could like remotely upgrade. Maybe the rigger carabine, but I want to make sure that I'm gonna start using the rigger carabine during the Geth incursions, because rigger carabine slaps, and I mean slaps. In multiplayer, if you had a good Vanguard, you could basically destroy the largest enemies like Atlases, Banshees, Praetorians, possessed Praetorians with just this thing. It was broken as hell, but it was good. It was really good. Okay, nothing else in the store. I don't really feel like I'm gonna have to buy anything for the rest of the game. Then again, I don't know. Probably the ship upgrades are gonna be included. Most likely weapon upgrades. Yeah, it's all gonna cost money, so it's not as bad as it seems. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's gonna be a good moment to simply wrap up this episode of here. Therefore, people of Twitch, we're still gonna continue on with the stream, while people of YouTube, this is gonna be the end of this video. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you did, consider subscribing, ring the bell, step the like, leave a comment, all that good stuff. Links for my mod list as well as all my socials can be found in the description below and in the panel down, not in the panel, but in the pinned comment down below. Thank you guys once again, and I'll see you on the next episode. Cut. Alright, let's make a hard save. Oh, okay. I'm thinking right now about something. Maybe I'm gonna switch the weapons post to Chanka. Right now I have this setup of weapons. Yeah, I think it's a good idea. Alright, let's continue on. Okay, I'm 100% sure. After the Chanka I will be able to get all the forces for Aria to Loke. Or at least I hope I will be able to, because if not, then we're gonna delay that mission for a little bit longer, but it's fine, it's fine. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Uncle Lander and this is Mass Effect 3 Legendary Edition Paragon Vanguard build with mods. On the last episode we have landed on one of the missions onto Chunka, and we have managed to stop Cerberus from using the Chunka's heavy cannons to stop basically doing their evil things. Yes, that definitely made sense. My brain definitely did not fart it. Anyway, I'm currently at level 41 with 700 health, 750 barrier with the following build: Incineray ammunition, pull, biotic charge, shockwave, SL mastery, fitness and dark channel at rank 5. So, let's see if we continue on. Hey Zach, hope you're doing well. Glad to see you. And with that, I can already throw in a little bit of a reminder that this episode, like every single other, is being recorded live during my Twitch streams on twitch.tv/UncleLander. Come and say hi. I am playing variety of video games, video game marathons, charity events, modded playthroughs, and the list is definitely gonna expand. Okay, let's see the galaxy map. On the last episode, we have also received an email from Edie. And that email said that something slightly ever so outside of the Citadel location, that there's something at Serpent Nebula, it seems. I mean, okay, I'm probably gonna visit every single thing. Okay, so we got Serpent Nebula. I'm checking every single other nebula just in case, because I am basically being pedantic like that. And Kelston Rift can be explored. So far we got 2 locations. Yeah, let's go for Kelston Rift first. It's got 75% discoverability. I don't know if it's something that... No, it's definitely not here. It's gonna be either Talava or Yakawa. One of 2. Okay, let me just throw in the fuel efficiency because it's a game mechanic that I cannot stand. Let's check Talava. It's not Talava. It's gonna be Yakawa.
Commander,
I found
Liara
something.
flagged this system as one with potential intel assets.
Potential intel assets. Well, I guess we got something over here. Check it out. Vol's Intelligence Archives. Okay, that's a power. That's definitely gonna be a small adjustment. Let's get back to Balor and let's go for the Citadel space. Let's see what it is all about. Oh yeah, in when I was counting every single thing there's to do, I totally forgot about Thessia. Yeah, we're gonna go to Thessia too. Rogue Planet? It's definitely not Refugee. I think it's gonna be Rogue Planet.
Signal confirmed.
Wow, there are actually several signals. Holy crap. Okay, okay, let's check the S/2186-046, number 1. It's a primitive carbonaceous asteroid that is yet to be exploited. Scans suggest it has high chondite and troilite. No starships in the vicinity, but there are minute traces of radiation that suggest a ship with a damaged fusion reactor recently passed by. Okay, number 2. S-821/6 is a huge metallic asteroid with an iron nickel core under the Orochi mantle. It is possibly the largest of the SN-046's natural satellites. There's no trace of ship broadcasting the distress signal. So it must be -3. A rocky asteroid collective SN046 after they ejected from its home system. There's nothing here worth noting. No sign of origin or distress call. That means there's something more. There's number 4. A salacious asteroid rich with olivine and pyroxene. Polymers produced in insulation have been detected on this asteroid. It is possible that this ancient empire once had a presence in the orbit of its wandering gas giant, but there is no sign of missing starship. There is more. Whoa, okay, dude. Number 5. S-280465. It's a large metallic asteroid. It's a concentration of its large natural satellite orbiting SN046. Fragments of a ship have been detected orbiting the comet. The missing starship must be close by. Well, gee whiz, I wonder where it is. Cortez holds the shuttle steady beside a gaping wound of the wreckage. After double-checking the Normandy advanced scanning equipment, he gives the green light for the doors to open. You take a moment before stepping off and slowly float into the ship's interior. Once inside, the full extent of the damage is clear. Mass accelerator rounds have ripped through the hull. There is slag and spinning debris, and an exit wound that peels out into the void. There are traces of small arms fire, and all of the atmosphere has bled away. Radiation from the damaged fusion reactor has been detected. You magnetically lock your boots to the floor and begin investigating the wreckage. A warning flashes up on your Omni tool, alerting you of presence of electrical power. Using the Omni scanner, you follow the embedded power lines in the floor to a door. After bypassing the lock, the door lazily slides open. Motes of dust and frozen globules of blood glimmer and wink as they catch the flashlight of your armor. You immediately notice extensive evidence of combat, bullet holes in the walls, a Solarian corpse in damaged EVA armor, and 2 doors which are clearly signposted. One leads to cockpit and the other one to the server core. Which one do you enter? Maybe let's get the cockpit for the information. The cockpit doors is sealed from the outside by a scrambling device. You scan it with your Omni tool and transmit the information to the Normandy. Liara informs you that the device is used by Solarian military force based on the Mananovae and transmits stolen access codes by bypassing the system. The doors slide open. The cockpit is bathed in the orange glow of an open console, clearly illuminating a pistol and several spent thermal clips on the floor. There is a man slumped towards the pilot's chair. It's clear that he died from a bullet wound, almost certainly from self-defense. After scanning the body, you uncover the murdered individual's identification. It's on the digital pass programmed into its Omni tool. There's a password right over here. Dr. Jordan Detwelier, MIT Extraterrestrial Studies Group, Batu Station. His name is familiar to you, but you cannot remember where from. After checking with Edie, it emerges that Dr. Detwelier was involved in a virtual alien encounter a year ago, and is linked to an Antlian star system mentioned on the terminal on Surcash. It's becoming painfully obvious that something is happening in the Antlian system that involves the Solarians and potentially a species that were widely considered to be a hoax. You need to learn more, and the open console beckons to you. Read the console. The screen displays messages of Dr. Detweiler and his daughter Kyra. It appears that only the first 3 were successfully sent to the recipient. From Dr. Whaley to Kyra. Kyra, I know you don't want to, but I need you to understand my decision. Ever since the Geth attack, people are seeing synthetic devils everywhere. There's the change from an occasion nuisance to the boogeyman living under every bed, hiding in every terminal. It's moronic. The virtual aliens are synthetic. They were once organic, and their only way to survive was to digest themselves. Faced with extinction or digitization, don't you think we might do the same? I can't allow them to be destroyed or by our political culture. I've got to be here. Please understand that. Dad. From Jordan to Kyra. I'm sorry it's been so long, but I lose track of time when I'm in their world. There's always more to see, more to learn. My knowledge has expanded tenfold and I've barely scratched the surface of their culture, history or technology. I've quickly amassed an encyclopedia of historical and social text. When I can, I will let you read it. Ambassador Saigon has a new body and we spend a lot of time together. He's fascinating. Each day is a wonder, both socially and scientifically, but don't read too much into it. I've seen what they really look like. Our bond is far from romantic, I assure you, but I do admire her. I've put in a clearance request so you can assess the situation. I think it's time you and Saigon are reintroduced. If we are really lucky, she'll let you take a tour of her world. I hope to hear from you soon. I miss you, Dad. To read more. From Jordan to Kyra, they lied. Integration into Galactic Society was promised in exchange to the Ark's advanced technology, and they've resigned it. Project Mosina was shut down, and now Dalatrus controls the successor project. Those offered asylum have been encouraged to return to help their people adjust the transition from the virtual world to the physical. I have no idea what is happening to them. They disappear as soon as they arrive. Saigon fears for her people, and I don't blame her, I do too. I hope you are safe. We've heard what has been happening and we are all worried. Let me know if you're okay, Dad. From Jordan to Kyra. Kyra, I haven't much time. I've done something foolish, but I always stand by my choice. They betrayed us. The yellow-bellied bastards are trying to enslave billions to defend themselves in the war. The virtual aliens fled the death of their homeworld, hoping for the brighter future, and now find only despair and subjugation. Salarians are more savage than I ever expected. I couldn't let them finish the job. I freed the ambassador and sabotaged the facility. We tried to escape to the Citadel, but our escape was cut short. The ship crippled and wounded. I've put Saigon in an escape pod. I hope she's safe. I don't care about the damned Reaper. Some acts are too heinous. They cannot be allowed to get away with it. Find Saigon and let the galaxy know what is happening. I'm sorry. The final message was left unsent. You saved the evidence to your Omni tool and warned the Normandy that salvage crew will need to retrieve the retrieve the body of Dr. Deathwailer. There's still several rooms to explore. Go to the server core. As the doors slide open, you feel a tortured shudder run through the ship and then a sudden sense of disorientation. The wall to your left has broken away from the ship, leaving only a window to infinite void. The ruin on MSV Netyapar is more fragile than you had anticipated. Somehow the structure of the room has survived, and even though the electrical power lines continue to function, the floor looks precarious. On the far side, you can see the servers. Only one appears to have survived and remains active. Its red light sluggishly winks at you. After deactivating the magnetic lock on your boots, you float across the walkway until you reach the server on the other side. The holographic interface is damaged, so you reroute it through your Omni tool. Most of the information on the server has been scrubbed, except for a digital black box VI locked deep inside, which details the final journey MSV Netyapar. According to the VI, the ship began its journey from space station in Antil system. The station is named Classified. The first destination was Anos Basin, mass relay before traveling to Serpent Nebula. Immediately after exiting the Widow relay, they were attacked by an unidentified vessel. The ship evaded the aggressor by using FTL, but it was later cornered to the current position. The VI records the details of forced entry by intruders. The pilot returned fire, killing one attacker before launching an escape pod carrying a fellow passenger. The pilot was shot by the remaining intruders, who then sabotaged the server, scrambled, locked the cockpit door, and strafed the ship with mass accelerator fire. You send the evidence to Normandy to be passed onto the Citadel Allied Command. Hidden among the evidence is the location of the Antil star system, which has been added to the galaxy map, as has the trajectory data to escape pod. Go to cockpit. Yeah, we already have read everything. Let's return to Normandy. Alright, so... we have more things to do. And there's apparently something more to explore. Yeah, there is an escape pod. After detecting weak life signs, Joker swings the Normandy around so your salvage team can retrieve the escape pod. They store it in the cargo bay. When they crack it open, they discover an Asari clutching a datapad and a pistol. She appears to be suffering from severe dehydration and malnutrition. She's barely able to hold her own weight, let alone lift the weapon. The Asari drops the pistol as James carries her from the pod, and through cracked lips, she speaks a feeble voice. I am Saigon, ambassador of the... Yet the strain of her ordeal proves too much and she loses consciousness as she is laid on the stretcher. The medical team rush her out of the cargo bay, but you notice that her datapad has fallen and reach down to retrieve it. Let's read the datapad. The datapad has a draft speech on the screen. It appears as it was written to present to the Citadel Council. Councilors, when our star was dying, my people were faced with a choice: accept the inevitable or cling to the fragile hope of rebirth. A billion of us choose the latter. We built an ark, stored the genetic material of our world, and chose it to sacrifice our flesh so that our souls would be preserved. We sailed on cosmic winds, waiting for our overseer to find the new home, but we embraced our pleasant ritual lives and reality was forgotten. The overseer never found us a home. We drifted across the void until fate bore us to you. We began to wake up to reality once again. Excitement ripped through us, but you feared us, then embraced us, and then forgot us. We were left in the hands of those we viewed as friends, but have proven to be anything but. Our ark is grounded, my people imprisoned, threatened, and experimented upon. From the way it has been written, it's clear that the speech has been drafted and redrafted countless times. But you are frustrated to find that it's incomplete. The evidence collected from the STG base on Surkash, the wreckage on Esvinetya Pyar, and Ambassador Saigon's datapad paints a grisly picture of a Solarian interference with a virtual aliens. The evidence must be present to the Council. Return pod to the space. That's a quite sad story, if I could say so. Okay, but does it mean that there's something more to do in the galaxy map? Honestly, let's check it. Apparently Ennos Basin is now unlocked. Okay, let's go for Ennos Basin first. Let's check it out. This is quite large. This AB 615. Maybe that's my destiny. Where do you see? Oh my goodness. AB 431, AB 615. Let's go for 431 first.
I found something.
All right, there we go. Let's see what it has. That's quite a sad story of those virtual aliens. Unidentified station detected. Wait, that would be it? Maybe I need to scan it again. Nope. The game says no, so okay, I'm gonna assume that I can leave the system. Oh, this place definitely doesn't have anything. Maybe I need to return and try to rescan the area again. If not, we're gonna return to Prentice. I don't know. There's Ifa, Prentice, Antolin. I'm being super confused. Yeah, if I'm gonna go all the way south, there's nothing. There must be something on Prentice. I see no other way. Okay, this is weird. Because there's supposed to be something somewhere. It's clear to say that Enoch Basin has something that is unexplored. There's 0% assets. And because this is added by a mod, then I guess I could kind of maybe assume that the mod basically just doesn't work correctly in this place. Because normally there would be something showing up, right? There will be something happening. But there's nothing, so... yeah, I'm gonna do the last check and then I'm gonna just ignore it and simply move on because... it says 0%, but there's nothing. There's like literally nothing. And knowing life, I'm gonna go through this entire system not once, but a few times at least. Or maybe let me try to do something like this. I'm gonna go for another... I'm gonna go for the system and I'm gonna return back to the same system. From Nebula to Nebula. Maybe that's gonna restart it. And the thing is gonna start working correctly. Because if not, then... oh, there's even some Ethereum cluster. Okay. If that's not gonna help, then I will just not know how to proceed with this. So we're gonna move on. I'm not gonna be, you know, I'm just simply not gonna allow myself to be stuck with this. Hey, look at that. Actually, now the systems have changed the way they're named. There's Antolin, there's Aifa.
Signal confirmed.
And there is something, Antolin 1. And start the scanner. There we go. They normally approaches the Batu station, but it's strangely silent. No hails, no activity. Even the energy surges you used to find the base have vanished. You feel tense. Something has happened here. Using the cyber warfare suit, ED hacks open the hangar and your shuttle docks. Several fighters have been rendered inoperable by thermal deterioration. Solarian corpses are scattered across the hangar. Their green blood slick on the tiled floor. The shots rings out. A fierce gunfight can be heard in the distance, and you move towards it. You pass through corridors lined with exotic plants and extravagant features. It's clear that the Delatras spared no expense when commissioning the facility. As you open a door, you stumble into a firefight. Armed Solarians are taking over behind makeshift barricades, shooting at a score of unknown aggressors. They're humanoids, wearing identical hard suits and tech armor, and with movements that are unnaturally precise. You decide to interfere. Do you side with the Solarians you came here to stop, or with an aggressor whose loyalties and identity are unknown? I'm gonna attack the Solarians, because If I don't know, I will not discover. I am not gonna defend the Solarians because if the data says it's a Deltras, that means that the probably virtual aliens have came back and hopefully they're not gonna be super hostile. I'm gonna take the Solarians. The mission comes first. Who, with no alternatives inside, you forced to open and fire on the Solarians. After fleeing skirmish, only 2 survive and they retreat down the nearby corridor. The threat is far from over as the unknown aliens watch you with weapons raised. They do not twitch, let alone breathe from what you can see. One of them speaks. Why did you interfere? Its voice surprises you with its hollowness. The tone is synthetic, yet the words are carrying an organic inflection. You examine them closer. What you thought were hard suits are an ablative shell protecting the construct body, their mechs, and possibly so much more. Following a hunch, you explain your purpose to the station. They cautiously approach, but their skepticism is clear, until they explain that your crew rescued Ambassador Saigon. This news changes their body language changes entirely. After some unintelligible deliberations, they confirm that they are virtual aliens and explain the situation. The Solarians are forcing them into mech shells, rewriting their code to imbue them with military tactics and loyalty. This act is matched by their efforts to strip the Ark of its technology, threatening the organic rebirth of their species. Somehow they escape, and having thrown off the shackles of bondage, these virtual aliens are fighting for the survivals of their people. They plead for help. What do? Storm the CIC, free the Ark. Free the Ark. You decide to assault the hangar bay and free the Ark. Their relief that you are a friend is palpable, but they decide they must remove the threat at the source. As a gesture of goodwill, one alien volunteers its name, Kylan, and you return the gesture. Upon entering the hangar, you are greeted with the sight of an Ark of Antlion, and marvel in its construction. Its cone shape with size comparable to a heavy cruiser, and 4 great engines arch back from the central core. There's an ancient grace to the design, but it bears many scars from an 8,000-year odyssey across the stars. Station security arrive, breaking your reverence and forcing you into cover. Mass accelerated slugs thunder past, several crackling against your shields. While blind firing in response, you bring enough pressure to bear to force them to cover. James claims to have an idea. It's a little loco, but if it works, you'll have the edge. With the reinforcements arriving, you've given no choice but to agree. James sprints for the hangar controls while the rest of your team bludgeons the enemy position. The siren blares out and confusion ripples throughout the enemy. Overcomes, James orders you to magnetize your boots and grab hold of something. The shield drops and the hangar bay suddenly exposes to vacuum. Air whips through like a hurricane, carrying debris and unlucky Solarians onto the void. The Ark strains against its docking clamps, creaking in the thinning air, but they hold firm. When the shield returns, you exit cover and hold up a few surviving guards. They surrender. Kylan chimes over the comms. The scientists in the CIC have surrendered and are pleading for sanctuary. They claim they were forced into these crimes against their will, but they took the risk for the free the virtual aliens. Their actions were all that prevented them from being converted into billion-strong slave army for use by the colony of Minovi. Kylan seems willing to allow sanctuary, but you are unsure. Are the scientists victims, or are they war criminals? I'm gonna send them to the Crucible. I think it's gonna be a better solution because, sure, if scientists are really feeling that bad, send them to the Crucible. Let them pay for their crimes. That's it. But 2 station scientists. Virtual Alien Immortals. And that also finishes the entire Virtual Alien saga, I guess. I think. Honestly, don't know. I honestly have no finest idea, but I really like those retro aliens things. The little story that was included over here, I actually really approve of it. I really wish that this mod had like an actual gameplay element, but because you can see that there's ambition over there to create even like an amateur story, right? There is an ambition. There's already like a general story included in all of this, but there's no gameplay to it. You read through everything, and you know, like I said, I don't consider it to be absolutely awful.
Commander, very few areas here have survived intact.
I don't consider like this entire thing to be awful, because it's not. I consider it to be great, but I wouldn't mind to get like all those missions, all those reading stuff into like some form of a gameplay like Mass Effect 2 did. In Mass Effect 2, even if the mission was absolutely pointless, you still had the capability of playing it. So I wouldn't mind to do the same over here. It was still a mission, after all. 62%. Okay, let's go for Satu Ard.
I found something.
But I really like EGM adds so many fantastic stories to this. Like the virtual alien saga, as I would call it. Love it. Absolutely love it. And oh, Vola's engineering team, nice. And you know, the fact that it only shows that Delatras and sadly some of the Solarians are actually assholes, which doesn't really surprises me. There are a lot of good Solarians, but the Delatras, oh my god. Now I regret really not pulling that Renegade option.
Signal confirmed.
Random survey question. Given somebody... yeah, both. Actually, both. It was basically... It was a situation because, you know, everybody is a kid. It was a situation of fuck around and find out. I was a freaking teenager, and I was doing that to the girls that I used to, well, back then I used to know some girls, and so I did wedgies to them, but then they decided to give me a wedgie, and it wasn't really nice. It wasn't really pleasant. I stopped doing them from that point on. It was a very clear situation, very clear fuck around and find out kind of thing. So yeah. But then again, everybody is a kid. Everybody is a kid. It's the best way to learn. Yeah, there's nothing else to do. I don't even know how long was this episode. But honestly, I think it would be a good idea to basically cut it over here. Because it was pretty interesting, all things considered. I don't really know for how long I was reading all of this and doing the entire space exploration. I think it's like, yeah, like I said, I think it's a good idea to cut the episode of here. So, ladies and gentlemen, people of Twitch, we're still gonna continue on with the stream, but people of YouTube, this is gonna be the end of this episode. Hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did, consider subscribing, ring the bell, stopping a like, leaving a comment, all the good stuff. Links for my mod list, as well as all my socials, can be found in the description below and the pinned comment down below. Once again, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you on the next one.